There once was a man named Charles Bukowski, and boy was he a hot mess. Picture this, a guy stumbling around Los Angeles, stinking of cheap whiskey, wearing a crumpled shirt that probably hadn't been washed since the Nixon era. That was Bukowski. He had a face like he just woke up from a nap in a dumpster, and honestly, some days he probably did. This man couldn't hold down a job for longer than a Hollywood marriage. He worked at the post office, delivering mail while mentally flipping off every house he stopped at. And guess what? He got fired, repeatedly. Not because he was terrible at the job, but because, let's face it, he just didn't give a fuck. But did Bukowski care? Nope. He kept doing his own thing, mostly writing poems and stories that publishers tossed in the trash faster than yesterday's spam mail. Yet there he was, typing away on his old typewriter, probably spilling beer on it every other minute. He wrote about the seedy underbelly of life, the grumpy old men, the sleazy bars, the hangovers that felt like a train wreck. His characters were drunks, gamblers, and lost souls. But they were real. After years of rejection and a collection of will-pass letters that could wallpaper his entire apartment, something unexpected happened. Somebody actually liked his stuff. A tiny publisher took a chance on him, probably because they were either blind drunk or out of their minds. His first book sold well enough to buy him, drumroll please, not a mansion, but a fresh bottle of bourbon. Yeah, he wasn't a millionaire overnight, but for the first time, Bukowski was getting noticed. And from there, things started to change. Bukowski didn't care about fame. He didn't care about accolades. He kept writing because, quite frankly, it was either that or spending all his time talking to pigeons on park benches. He just put out his truth, messy, unfiltered, and completely unapologetic. And here's the kicker. When he finally passed away, people expected some deep, meaningful inscription on his tombstone. You know, something philosophical like, "The pen is mightier than the sword." But nope, not Bukowski. Instead, his tombstone reads, "Don't try." It's like a giant middle finger to everyone who ever said, "Just work hard and everything will be perfect." Bukowski's advice was simple. Don't try to be someone you're not. Don't try to live up to expectations that don't fit you. Don't waste your life pretending to be success when you can be happy being you, even if that you is a beer-chugging, job-hopping, poetry-writing misfit. So next time you're stressing out about impressing your boss, looking like a supermodel, or achieving perfection, think of Bukowski's sloppy grin. Stop worrying so much about what everyone else thinks. Just be yourself. Because if a guy who spent half his life drunk and broke can make it, then hey, maybe the secret isn't about trying harder. It's about not giving a fuck, and maybe having a few beers along the way. Oh,